you have?
Dad, I have drinks.
So you can see these front rotors really need to be replaced. We have the lightweight Z1 Motorsports two-piece rotors to go on here. It's going to be a massive, massive upgrade, but you can see the calipers need a little bit of work also. Who knows how long it's been since the front brake pads were changed, let alone the calipers being maintained. So you can see the original Brembo decal was in rough shape. They just simply bought a new one and put it right over top of it. I'm a fan of the gold, but I don't like this shade of gold, to be quite honest. We also have the stainless steel braided brake lines, the Brembo brake lines to install. So we're gonna clean these calipers up. We got new hardware and new pads, obviously the Stop Tech pads. So I'm just gonna scuff these up. I'm not gonna strip them all the way down. Scuff them up, clean them up so they hold paint, and then we're gonna paint them the gold that we've chosen to use for this car's accent color. And then we'll see about decals. I'm gonna take a measurement here. We might make our very own, so stay tuned. Leaving these on the car for now, just using a little brake cleaner and some 000 steel wool. Just getting all of the brake dust and grime off and build up. This just keeps everything stable, keeping it on the car. Maybe we'll just spray these things on the car, who cares? Everything else is being changed out, so whatever. All right, so I got it all sanded down and wiped off. Everything's smoothed out. I wanted to smooth out a couple of these nicks here. The old decal is under clear coat, obviously, so that's smoothed down. I'm not gonna sand through to it. I was just gonna leave these on and just kind of do this the cheap and lazy way, but I'm gonna pop these off. There's just so many nooks and crannies and crevices that stuff got into, so I wanna make sure they're cleaned properly. I'm not gonna film all that. It just takes way too long, and I've done a brake caliper prep and paint video before for the Q50, so check that out on my channel. The big brake upgrade prep and paint video. That'll go through all the same steps and processes that I would use to do these as well. So I'm just gonna get to work, get these done, and we'll show you the finished product. I should say, so what I'm gonna do, what I did, you saw I used the steel wool. That just got all the gunk and grime off with some brake cleaner. Then I moved to 400 grit sandpaper. Sorry, the lawnmower's outside, that's why I'm gonna actually wrap this up too. Then I went over it with 800 grit sandpaper and got everything all nice and smooth out. Now wipe it off with mineral spirits, make sure I got all of the little crevices. Just rough it up a little bit, make sure the paint adheres properly. And again, I did that on my paint prep video for the big brake upgrade for the Q50. So I'm gonna get these done. I'll show you the finished product. Really pumped about these. Again, these are the Z1 Motorsports lightweight two-piece rotors. I would say these are something like 17 pounds or something crazy like that. Factory ones are like 30. These are directional, so they will tell you what side to put them on, so make sure you do it correct. You can see the veins are directional. They're not just like the typical lateral veins. So that helps with cooling, more efficient cooling and more efficient disbursement of the brake gases and dust and whatnot. So it's an important attribute of these two-piece rotors, and they're rebuildable, which is really dope. And of course we have the Stop Tech Street Performance pads. These will be a nice addition in combination with the two-piece rotors. This car's gonna feel great. Fronts are done. Pretty sick. You have the Speed Culture custom decal on the gold calipers. For now, we need new wheels for this thing. And we gotta get the backs done. We got rotors for the back, and we got the stainless steel brake lines, but I didn't feel like doing all that today. But I definitely wanted to get these two-piece rotors on and the new pads in the front. And we'll go bed these in and We'll get the rears done too. Probably won't show that process just because it's redundant, but finally getting some of the big upgrades done on this thing. Change your braking components, especially when you're doing pads and rotors. You want to make sure you do a thorough bedding process. You want those two surfaces to be mated properly, both the rotor surface and the pad surface. You'll hear various ways of doing this, but ultimately you want to get them hot without actually coming to a complete stop. You don't want to sort of create hot spots or uneven heating in the rotor and in the pad. So what you want to normally do is do like a 60 to 5 mile an hour, get up to 60 miles an hour, hit the brakes hard till you slow down to 5, and just keep doing that. Do multiple passes. I generally start slower, do some 30 to 5s, 50s to 5s, 60s to 5s, or 60s to 10s, whatever. But the goal is to not stop at a stoplight. If you have a stoplight or a stop sign, kind of just touch the brakes a little bit just to come to a just slow pace. As if you come to a complete stop, you have the hot pad and the hot rotor sitting pressed together, and that's going to create a spot. Not good. Smell the brakes, then you kind of know that they're getting hot enough.
Yeah, I smell it.
You don't want to come to a complete stop. Just get somewhere and parked, and then let the brakes cool down for a good while. One last one. Hold on, here we go. They're biting really good. Oh my god. Looks so good. That's a much better gold. Sorry, all of you purists. That Brembo gold is just it's not it. It's not it. But look at those two-piece rotors. Oh my goodness. Oh my god, they feel real good too. Not that they're broken in. They were biting real hard, huh?
Yeah.
Almost made you sick. Is that true?
It made me want to throw up.
Brake bedding. I'm gonna slam on the brakes here. Ready?
No, I have
Ready?
drinks.
What do you have?
Dad, I have drinks.